My name's Lyonel Gammon, I live in northern Utah, and I have a story to tell you. Not too long ago, I was cleaning out my grandfather's barn, and I found a vintage Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
Welcome home, baby girl.
My plan is to put this Harley-Davidson back on the road where it belongs. So come along with me on this adventure as I learn to build and put a motorcycle back on the road. And I'm gonna call it Barnyard Bike.
Hey guys, we're at the High Seas Rally. We're representing, we're having a good time. The boat just set sail. We're headed to the Bahamas, but we have some of the world's greatest motorcycle builders here, and I'm gonna go hunting. Y'all know I'm from the country, and guess what? I'm out here for 7 days hunting motorcycle builders. I'm gonna find some of these guys on that stage to get involved and support me in my Barnyard Bike. And plain and simple, guys, it's gonna make this bike go to the next level. So come with me as we go meet them, we go track them down. I'm gonna wine them, I'm gonna dine them, and I'm gonna get them drunk to make sure they commit to help me build my Barnyard Bike. So stick around, we're gonna get it done.
Ran into Rick Bray last night. We're down on the promenade here on the High Seas Rally, having a great time. And I convinced him to come up here and meet me at the piano bar. Again, we're on the High Seas Rally. It's the Mariner of the Seas. And I had to find a place that's kind of secluded, a little place that we can kind of chat. I want to tell him about this project. I know his work. He's been welding and building motorcycles, 15 plus years. He knows what he's doing. And I sat through a welding class while we were here on the cruise, and I heard him make some comments, and I realized, that's a guy that I need to help and support me. So it's funny, I've got that bike back in the barn, and we had to travel across the world in the middle of the ocean on a cruise ship of nowhere else to actually talk about building a motorcycle with this guy. He is sought after. He is a phenomenal builder, phenomenal dude, and just a great guy altogether. Texted with him in the past, so we've had a couple conversations, but I've never had the chance to really sit down with him and really hash this thing out. So it's ironic that we had to travel across the world and be floating in the middle of the ocean and talk about building a motorcycle that's not even here. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I know I pulled you away from the pool. I know that's like total party foul when it comes to a cruise, but I had to do it because I sat there at that welding class with you and learned more, and knowing who you are, Rick, and what you do, I had to come and wrangle you away from the party and tell you a little bit about my project I'm working on and see if I can get your guidance and see if I can get your support. I found an 88 Softail in my grandfather's barn. It's been sitting for years, and the plan was just to put it back on the road. Like, new tires, new fluids, all of that.
That's no fun.
It's no fun, right? But I realized, I'm not a builder and I don't know motorcycles well enough. So I can't think of a better way to learn the bike than strip it down, like tear it down, redo it, and make it different. But then now I'm in trouble and I don't know what I'm doing.
You're not in trouble. And first off, I appreciate you having us. Like, I brought my buddy Pat. We work together on a lot of things. One thing about me and Pat is we do like to share, so I'm glad you asked us, and we really appreciate it. And this is we're not going to steer you in the wrong direction. We want to help you do your thing. So to have us is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, and as soon as Rick told me about the project, and I heard you had an 88 Evo.
Yep.
Carbureted.
Yep.
I thought, what an amazing bike to do that,
right.
To do all that work to, bulletproof.
Gonna be.
So what are you guys doing? How much have you done so far?
So the plan was literally just, like I said, get it back on the road, but now we've stripped it down. We're bare frame. and I got a little grinder happy and started taking all the trash and the junk off it.
In deep.
Yeah, so we're just taking it off. Couple spots, I got too deep, so we had to, add some more welds
Have
to
you
it.
drew a picture to at least show him what mounts don't get rid of?
No, I just told him cut them all off.
Yeah, he said
right.
this.
All right.
He goes, it's not like wood. We can put it back on later.
Sure. All right, well.
So we'll see if I've gone too far or not. But it's just, as a layman, wanting to learn how to do this, wanting to show what are the steps that somebody can learn and take. I'm honored that you guys are, like you said, you're willing to share your experience, because you guys literally are legends in the industry. You do this every single day.
You a legend?
I'm calling you a legend.
okay.
I'll dub it. We'll stamp it today. Rick and Pat are legends. It may not hold water, but it's just the fact that it's cool that you guys are willing to share. Schmucks like me who've always wanted to be on a custom bike, and I can't buy a custom bike. I just couldn't. If I bought one, I couldn't ride it. It just, to me, that's not what I want.
Well, it sounds like he's got the right attitude, because you can't be scared and build a custom bike. So he's going at it.
It's not
Listen,
a schmuck.
I've been scared. I'm just hiding it. That's back in the barn as I'm throwing
but
the
the
tools.
best thing is you actually reached out. I think that's a big problem with a lot of people, is they're a little too proud to do what you're doing. How do we all learn? You think we just got out of bed one day and built a bitchin' ass bike?
Wait, you didn't
right
go
out
to
of
a
the gate?
custom motorcycle school that just taught you how to do it?
They were sold out.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford the tuition.
I couldn't
I couldn't
afford
get
it.
a
That's
scholarship.
a fact.
So yeah, I am like putty in your hands. Like, guide me, teach me. I would love to learn from you guys and what we can do. We're trying to put this together, make it something that's just,
Well, you just need to come to the shop.
don't threaten me with a
You
good
come to
time.
my shop, there ain't no reason to buy wheels. We build our own wheels. Pat builds fenders.
Dude,
Why would
that's
we not
true.
do
You
this?
could just go to Rick's shop and get a head start on it. Figure out what you guys need. He'd come to my shop. I'll teach you how to spin fenders.
Done.
Dude,
We're not going to do the work for you, though.
No.
That's just-
No.
No.
You're getting dirty.
I want a chicken crap welded in and everything
Absolutely.
else. You make me grind it away and fix it. I'm in. If you guys are willing, let's do it.
1,000%.
Okay.
That's how it works. I think we should all be doing this. Is sharing.
And that's sharing. I mean, it's not like it's super secret, right? I mean,
Well, not one of us is.
Well, sharing knowledge is priceless.
None of us know everything. None of us are. There's nothing original. None of us are old enough to be the originals. We're just trying to make things better and do it your way.
no.
So you share. You get better. He
Is
gets
that
better.
like a
I get
Burger
better.
King commercial?
Yeah, something like. Well, I am the king.
See, I said legend. He took it the next step, right?
Yeah. Well, you said something about making it your way. I was like,
Yeah, right.
it's a hamburger.
Yeah. Hello.
Shouldn't we get kickback on
Yeah,
that?
we
though?
should. I mean, what is that? How do they say that? Not a sponsor yet?
My mind is blown. Not only did Rick come up here, I was afraid maybe he partied too hard and we wouldn't connect, but he shows up, but he brings his friend Pat. So Pat is a guy I've heard of, but he's actually the owner of Sled Customs there in Ohio. And not only were we able to talk about motorcycles, talk about custom bikes, and to get a little bit of encouragement from them that I'm on the right track and that I really can go wrong, but we can also fix what we're doing. And heck, before the conversation ended, not only Rick, but Pat both invited me to their shop. So I'm gonna head to Ohio. We're gonna build a Springer front end with Pat. And I guess this guy is one of the only shops left in the country that actually hand turns fenders. I don't even know what that means. I think that's a big like lathe or something, but we're gonna find out. But I'm absolutely blown away at the opportunity to sit down with these two guys. I call them legends. I think they're legends. But now I've got an open invitation to go to their shop and build parts for my Barnyard Bike. All right, guys. Well, with that, let's go back to the party. But here's to custom motorcycles. I never thought I'd say that, but now I get to try. Before I left the cruise, I had to come look at this bike that Xavier built. This is the bike that he actually was commissioned by through the High Seas Rally and is giving it away. And being that Xavier jumped on board real quick to help me out with the Barnyard Bike, I wanted to take another look at exactly what he did. I mean, not only is he a rock star, of course, but the intricate details he put into this bike are absolutely amazing. And it's given me a lot of ideas of what I'm gonna need to add to this bike, and also knowing what his abilities are, what I can ask from him to help me get mine the right way. Is I just take, the simplest things that you really don't think about when you're thinking about building a bike and putting something together. You know, for example, I completely spaced to even think about turn signals. So, you know, of course you've got to have them. You know, some states I know it's legal to just use hand signals, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. But look at here, I mean, he's got those 45 LED turn signals on it. So when you're riding down the road, there's no doubt that people are gonna see exactly what you're doing and what your intentions are. You're gonna be visible, you wanna be seen. Riding's one thing, but also riding safe is the other. So I wanna make sure we're gonna be doing that. So, you know, taking it all in here for one last chance. Like I said, this bike's been given away, it's gone now. So taking one last look, kind of soaking it all in, and hopefully gaining a little more inspiration on what we can do. As the High Seas Rally is ending, it's been an awesome week, and I'm too much of a workaholic. I take a 6-7 day trip on the High Seas Rally, have a great time, meet all these builders and learn more about building and seeing these custom motorcycles. It just drives me to want to get back to the barn, get back to this bike, and really make some progress. I've got some great connections, I've got some wonderful opportunities to get some custom parts, but also get to build some custom parts. So as we sail off here into the sunset, all I'm thinking about is getting back to the barn, getting back to the bike, and keeping this project rolling.